Ladies and gentlemen, the long road to Apocalypse is almost over. His saga is starting in just a few short days, and in this video, we're reviewing the requirements to make sure you're ready for that unlock on day one. We're also talking about that ISO 8 blue level 4 ion bottleneck, and if this is your last remaining requirement, well, you may be further along than you think for the Apocalypse unlock, and we're discussing the requirements for each node in the Apocalypse saga. So you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, then you know what to do. Find that like button, let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I'm ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're all ready for Apocalypse. But if you're not, well, we're discussing what you need to do to get ready for that day one Apocalypse unlock. Now, if this is your first time here on the ValleyFlyin channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. There's at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Usually there's a lot more when there's not a holiday like next week, but hey, just hit that subscribe button so you stay up to date on all the latest in Marvel Strike Force. Well, let's talk about this unlock for Apocalypse. Now, the good thing about Apocalypse, it's kind of like a legendary unlock. It's kind of like a Dark Dimension unlock rolled into one. If you had to compare this unlock for these Horsemen characters, well, they are sort of, I would compare them more to a previous legendary that we've had. It is a more friendly unlock, and the good thing about this is that there's no star requirements for the unlock. So there's 4 teams that we need, the Horsemen teams, and then additional characters as well. So let's go take a look at each of those teams and what we would need for them. So the first team we would need is this Darkhold team. Morgan Le Fay, Wong, Heartless, Strange, Agatha, Harkness, and Scarlet Witch. You need all of these Darkhold characters. For that Apocalypse unlock, you need these characters at Gear Tier 16, and you need a T2 level 4 ISO 8 on all of these characters. So this is the first team you need, Darkhold. And we're going to talk about the gear requirements, the minis, the mini uniques that all of them need after that. All right, so in addition to the Darkhold team, we also have the Unlimited X-Men team, which is the second Horseman team that we had. So it includes the characters Phantom X, Rogue, Gambit, Dazzler, and Sunfire. Again, for that unlock of Apocalypse, you're gonna need all these characters at Gear Tier 16 and a T2 level 4 ISO 8. So Unlimited is a second team that you're gonna need. The next team you're gonna need for this unlock is the Gamma team, and you're gonna need Red Hulk, Abomination, Hulk, Brawn, and She-Hulk. Now, the big thing with this team is there's a lot of characters that take the same mini unique. So this is probably gonna be the hardest team unless you are stockpiling all those mini uniques for a while. So Gamma team is a great team and arguably the best team in the game right now. And we also have that Death Seed team featuring Archangel, Nemesis, Magneto, Dark Beast, and Psylocke. You're gonna need all of these characters to unlock Apocalypse, and the final 3 characters are the original characters in the game. The first is Spider-Weaver. You're gonna need her leveled up as well. You're also gonna need Kestrel, who's another original character in Marvel Strike Force. And last but not least, as far as the original characters that you would need, is Deathpool. So those are the 23 characters that you need to unlock Apocalypse. Let's go talk about the different areas that you need to get some more gear for them. And let's go and take a look at some notes here. So to complete the Horsemen sagas at hard, you're gonna need all of those Horsemen teams that we talked about at Gear Tier 13. So you're gonna get some rewards at that hard difficulty, some pretty decent rewards, but the big thing that you wanna get to is this heroic difficulty for these Horsemen teams. For this, you're gonna need to get these characters at Gear 15, which you're gonna need anyway if you want that Apocalypse unlocked. But the big thing that you get with this heroic difficulty is that you get these awakened abilities for each of those Horsemen. So Morgan Le Fay, Rogue, Red Hulk, and Archangel are gonna have those awakened abilities to synergize with each other. And the big one here is as apocalyptic difficulty, you need all those Horsemen characters at Gear Tier 17. The good thing is about this is that you're gonna get a lot of ISO 8 blue. We're gonna discuss the exact numbers in just a bit. But once again, the requirements for all of these nodes, or for the Apocalypse unlock, the Darkhold team, Unlimited X-Men, Gamma, Death Seed, and you're gonna need Kestrel, Weaver, and Deathpool. Now, these are the uniques for each of these characters. Morgan, Tempered Osmium, Wong, Focused Chi, Heartless Prometheum, Agatha takes that Arcane Magic, Scarlet Witch also takes the Prometheum, Rogue, Ballistic Weave, Gambit takes Tempered Osmium, Dazzler, Quantum Energy, Phantom X takes Bloodborne, Nanobites, and Sunfire takes Astral Energy. So if you see any of these pop up in your store, either your normal supply store or one of the supplies that has this teal gear uniques, buy each of these. And we have a few that multiple characters take. Let's continue on. Red Hulk takes Gamma Radiation, so does Hulk, so does Abomination. Brawn takes Palladium, She-Hulk takes Gravitonium, Archangel takes Fortified Chromium, Magneto also takes that Palladium that Brawn takes, Psylocke takes Astral Energy, Dark Beast takes Experimental Formula, Nemesis takes Carbonadium, Weaver takes Molecular Cloth, Kestrel takes Shield Tech, and Deathpool takes Miasma. And if we look at some of these pieces that are needed by more than one character, the big thing that you want to get every time you see this is the Gamma Radiation, because it's required by 3 characters. We have a bunch of other pieces that are required by 2 characters, like this Tempered Osmium, required by Morgan Le Fay and Gambit. Promethium is required by Heartless and Scarlet Witch. We have Palladium required by Brawn and Magneto, and Astral Energy again required by Sunfire and Psylocke. So that's what you're gonna need as far as their gear and as far as unlocking these different difficulties. But like I said, to get Apocalypse, you're gonna need to get this stuff here. So Apocalypse at 5 stars, you're gonna need to pass this heroic difficulty. And again, the requirements for heroic difficulty, all of these previously mentioned characters at gear tier 16 with T2 level 4 ISO 8. Now, this gear is kind of a bottleneck, but I think the bigger bottleneck is gonna be this gear tier, or excuse me, this T2 level 4 ISO 8. Now, there's a few areas that we can get this. We currently have an event going on right now, the cold storage event that's awards this. This is replacing, or maybe replacing, that coordinated assault event that awarded a lot of the T2 level 4 blue ions. That was an Alliance-wide event. This cold storage event looks like it's going on through the entirety of March. So this is where you're gonna get your ISO 8 level 4 blue. Also from your Crucible battles, if you are in the correct level for your Crucible battles, and then War as well, you could get some more of that. Now, if you want the big Apocalypse, a 7 yellow star, 4 red star Apocalypse, you're gonna need to do this apocalyptic difficulty, and you're gonna need to get all characters at gear tier 17, so even more gear, but you're gonna need T2 level 5 ISO 8, and you can get that from some of the difficulties in this. Let's go check out the Horsemen sagas. So these are the sagas that are in the game right now. If you go into the saga section or the epic campaign section and go to Apocalypse, you'll see that all of these have different requirements, and then you give you different ISO 8 level 4. So this is the big requirement for a lot of people. Most people have the gear for their characters, but the sticking point is this T2 level 4 ions. Now, if you do get your characters, each of these Horsemen teams at gear tier 17, you would need to get the entire team up to gear 17 to do this apocalyptic difficulty. But from each of these first 4 missions, you'll get T2 level 1 ions. You'll get 800,000 of them. But each of the missions, you'll also get 600,000 of the T2 level 4 ions, which is what you're gonna need. You also get a bunch from the last mission, 1.43 million of the T2 level 4 ions. And in addition to all that stuff that you're getting from the last mission, you're getting some T2 level 5 ions as well in that last mission, but you're also getting a full set of ISO 8 blue crystals. So for the Pestilence mission, you're getting a full set of T2 level 5 controller crystals. Famine will get you protector crystals, War will get you brawler crystals, and Death will get you these blaster crystals, making it easier to get one character up to level 5 ISO 8. Now for each of these Horsemen sagas, the apocalyptic difficulty, so you would need to get your characters again to gear tier 17 to get these additional ions. But if these are just what you need to get that apocalypse unlock, you may consider putting your gear into these Horsemen teams just to get these extra ions. Now, in total, for each of these apocalyptic Horsemen sagas, you're gonna get little over 2 million of these T2 level 4 ions. You're gonna get some T1s as well and some T5s as well, but the main thing that you want, because it is the requirement for Apocalypse, is this 2 million. So for some people, it will be worth it for you to get these, to get your characters up to that different level. For some players, it won't be. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the requirements for each of these nodes, and these requirements right now are up on MSF.gg. So let's take a look at these right now. Actually, it's called MarvelStrikeForce.com. 4 years of calling it MSF.gg and switching it over just anyway. It is MarvelStrikeForce.com right now. MSF.gg will still redirect you to this site here, but if we look at this, the hard difficulty is going to be the same on the rest of the difficulties as well, but In Node 1, only Darkhold characters are allowed. In Node 2, only Unlimited X-Men characters are allowed. In Node 3, only Gamma characters. Node 4 is only Death Seed characters. And Fury Last Stand, it says only Sybil, which I believe is Kestrel, so her name may have been Sybil in one of the early iterations and is still in some of the data files. So this should be Kestrel, Deathpool, and Spider-Weaver for Fury's Last Stand. We go to Node 6 here, Lost Love. We have Spider-Weaver, Kestrel, Morgan Le Fay, Gambit, and Agatha Harkness. As Node 7, the Mystic Clash, we have Rogue, Archangel, Deathpool, Horse, Hulk, and Strange Supreme. So some little interesting combinations here for Node 6 and Node 7. And for the final node for Apocalypse, you're going to need only Horsemen characters here as we move this up here. So Morgan, Rogue, Red Hulk, and Archangel for that last mission. So this is what you need for Apocalypse, guys. The countdown is live in the game. Starts in a little over 2 days from now, almost 3 days. Get all of these missions done and you will be set for this Apocalypse. So hopefully that helps you, and especially if you're missing some of these T2 level 4 ions. I know when I finished that Rogue Saga, that Famine Saga this morning, well, we got the final pieces for Kestrel, Weaver, and Deathpool. So if you're just missing a few of these ISO 8s, well, it may be worth getting your characters up to gear 17. If you want that daddy big Apocalypse, you're gonna need those characters up to gear 17 anyway. So this will just hopefully allow you to get Apocalypse on day 1. So hopefully this guide helps you getting ready for Apocalypse, everything that you're gonna need, all the characters, all the gear, all the uniques that you're gonna need, and yes, some places for some ISO 8s. So hopefully enjoy this video, guys. If you did, share this with your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. Check me out on social media. And most importantly, have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Thanks for stopping by, guys.